the most obvious first question is, how and where did you find this woman, and why did she become subject of your documentary?
I went to a small little town outside Palermo called Corleone, and in Corleone there's a anti-mafia museum, and I visited that, and all over the walls are these amazing poster-sized photographs of Letizia Battaglia's, and obviously I didn't know who they were. I asked her about it, who took these amazing photos. They told me all about this amazing woman, Letizia, and I thought, wow, and her story and her backdrop and Palermo and the history of her city. And I thought somebody needs to make a film about this. So I contacted Kim, and the rest is up there on the screen that you saw this evening.
All the footage and finding out more about the Mafia is the complete difference between the Godfather and the Mafia myth and then the reality of it, you know, because I never really questioned it, the whole idea of the gangster in the good suit, you know, and fighting with other gangsters, and this sense that somehow it wasn't really that scary, that people weren't really being killed, it was all fun, it was all on the screen. And I read something that about Francis Ford Coppola when he was asked to make the film. It was very telling, I thought. He said, I didn't know anything about the Mafia, so I based the Mafia on my own family, and they were good working people. I based the meals around the table and the culture around the Mafia. But the more that we found out about the Mafia, and for example, Luciano Liggio, the one in the very smart suit, the first Mafia guy that you meet in the film, he would murder trade unionists and labour leaders, and he was asked to murder a labour leader, and he threw him down a pit in the ground, and those little boys saw them doing it, and they murdered the little boy, an 11-year-old boy. And I remember thinking, that isn't in any of the Mafia films. You never see children being killed, or you never see them kill trade unionists or working people. And one of Leticia's photos that really kind of got to me was, I don't know, maybe, you know, it's a big photo and it's in a garage, and there's a man lying on the ground, and if you look closely, he's got a cloth in his hand, and so you think that man was just cleaning a car, and some little coward out of the shadows has come in and shot him at work. And it's this sense of these very cowardly people who are killing brave people who dare to stand up to them. That was something that shocked me, that the brave people, the people that could be the centre of these Mafia films, are the people that dare say, no, we're not going to put up with this. We're not going to pay protection money. We're not going to, you know, deal in hard drugs. We're going to denounce you. We're going to say, we're going to break the code of silence, really. So we wanted it to be a celebration and a recognition of what people like Falcone and Borsellino did, and also people like Letizia who documented what they'd done. And that was the kind of the challenge of it and the excitement of it, but also the incredible difficulty of it, because you've got these two very strong narratives, and how do you keep them both, how do you explain and show what Falcone and Borsellino were up against, and at the same time keep Letizia's story going. Do you see what I mean? It's these two stories. So that was the challenge, and I think everybody in the audience will feel differently about whether we managed it or not.